you get all this money from to own all these stores? He said, I go to the Korean Association. The Korean Association gives me any amount of money I want. But I make sure I pay them back so another Korean can get a loan. My friend said to him, so Mr. Lee, since you and I are a friend, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, since I buy from you every day, can you take me to the Korean Association to get a loan? Mr. Lee started to stutter instantly. No. Korean Association, Korean people. He went on to say, you are black. He said, go to the Black Association. Go to the Black Association. Brothers and sisters, where is the Black Association? Where is the Black UNIA-ACL. Mr. Garvey built it over 100 years ago. It was there then and it's still here. What the oppressors did, they said we cannot allow so many black people to organize under one banner anymore. So we have to destroy the UNIA. But they saw they destroy the UNIA. But what Mr. Garvey said? Mr. Garvey said truth, crushed to the earth. Brothers and sisters, must rise again. We are rising that truth because we are the Garveyites who are not afraid. And we are rising this truth. Mr. Garvey said, where's the black man king and his kingdom? Where are people of high places? Where are government? Where are supermarkets? Brothers and sisters, I said to you, I walk all these streets and I couldn't see a supermarket. When I go to my hometown, it's the Indians and the Jews and the Chinese own the supermarkets in Jamaica. When I go to Accra, it's the Lebanese. When I go to Liberia, it's the Chinese, it's the Indian and the Lebanese own the supermarkets. But I live out in Queens. And the Africans here in America are the richest of the Africans in the world. And we don't own our own supermarket. Who own the stores in our communities? Everybody else. So what we did, we looked back at the black prints of the Factory Workers Corporation by the UNIA, my dear sister. We looked at the black prints of the Black Star Line Shipping Company, and we said we're going to form a supermarket for ourselves. Let me ask you a question. How many of you here, if Mr. Garvey was here right now, and he asked you to invest $5 in the Black Star Line, how many of you would have invested? Let me see your hand.
Right here. Everybody.
So let me ask you a question. If Mr. Garvey sent me here today to create another investment, and for you to invest $5, would you invest with us here today?
Yes, sir.
Brothers and sisters, we took $5. We did a cost of living adjustment from 1919 until today. Those $5 equals $600. We're asking every African to invest $600 in our business, our supermarket, our wholesale. We started that 5 years ago. We had the first meeting in the Chamber. The first night, black people invested $380,000. 3 months after that, we collected a total of $1.7 million. Africans invested together. We created what is rock, is the rock. 5 years ago. 2 years ago, we realized the profit. We gave every shareholder their dividends. Who is a shareholder here in the rock? Let me see your hand. Who is a shareholder here in the rock? Let me see your hand. Who is a shareholder? Have you gotten your dividends?
Yes, sir.
This past year, we paid out dividends of 12.8%. Brothers and sisters, we cannot finance our enslavement. We don't have an excuse anymore. We have a black supermarket. So if the black supermarket is 2 hours away, you need to bypass every other supermarket and come to your supermarket, shop in your supermarket. Because if we change the way we spend our money tonight, our conditions change tomorrow, brothers and sisters. Our conditions change. So we have our business, we call it the rock. Brothers and sisters, we need for you to come in. We need for you to shop there. Stop going to all these. The location is 13205 Merrick Boulevard in Queens. We have 1,500 square feet. Brothers and sisters, I own 4 restaurants. I own 4 restaurants myself. And I was paying millions of dollars each year to alien companies. And I said, what are we, stupid? Look how many black restaurants are here. Look how many black people are shopping. And we're going to spend with these people? Brothers and sisters, it must stop. So that's what we did. We're looking to start a branch of it in Manhattan, one in the Bronx, in Brooklyn, and wherever our people live. But for that to happen, we need our people to invest. And even more than invest, we need our people to shop. Because brothers and sisters, tell me something. If Mr. Garvey was here with the supermarket, wouldn't you travel 50 miles if need be to support our supermarket? If we're going to guarantee you that business will help to lead to economic freedom, wouldn't you be supporting that business? Everybody else doing it. And we're financing them. So again, we have the rock. This young man here, Jonathan, do you have a share in the rock? Are you an investor in the rock?
Yes!
We have to teach our children. We have to let them know that they can own and control business. When I was a boy in Jamaica, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I used to go back there and only Chinese children we used to see behind the counter because our people couldn't own the supermarket. But we are owning them now. We are owning them now. So brothers and sisters, we have the rock. Speak to us before you leave. Get some information on the rock. Come and shop at the rock. If you come today, our conditions will begin to change tomorrow. Don't get me wrong, we're going to get there. But we will get there faster with you. Brothers and sisters, Mr. Garvey, excuse me, Mr. Garvey was here in Harlem. And these people decided that Mr. Garvey had to go. They decided to bring up Mr. Garvey on trumped up charges. They said they had to send him to prison. So brothers and sisters, you know the charges that they brought against Mr. Garvey. And while they were having the court trial, the hearings here in Manhattan, Mr. Garvey had to defend himself. While defending himself, Mr. Garvey was getting the better of the U.S. attorney. When Mr. Garvey sat down, the U.S. attorney stood up and said, Mr. Garvey was getting the better of the U.S. attorney. The U.S. attorney Mr. Garvey was getting the better of the U.S. attorney. The U.S. attorney turned to the jurors and said, are you going to let the tiger go? Are you going to let the tiger go? Brothers and sisters, they convicted the tiger. But what the tiger said? The tiger said, yes, you have caged the tiger. However, my cubs are roaming. Brothers and sisters, didn't we see the cubs in the form of Malcolm X? Didn't we see the cub in form of Elijah Muhammad, Louis Farrakhan? Didn't you see the cub in my sister here and you cubs who are standing here today? We are the cubs of Mr. Garvey continuing the fight. Understand? We are the cubs of the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey. So what they did? They locked up Mr. Garvey in prison. They locked him in the Atlanta Federal Penitentiary. Someone went to Mr. Garvey and said, if you had it to do over again, would you do it different? Mr. Garvey said, no. You said, when I did what I did, I knew exactly what would happen to me. However, men who are in earnest are unafraid of consequences. So they locked Mr. Garvey in prison. And Mr. Garvey wrote that famous letter and sent to the UNIA division and black people all over the world. And brothers and sisters, I'm going to recite Mr. Garvey's letter for you today. We're going to bring Mr. Garvey in this circle now. In the letter, Mr. Garvey said, after my enemies are satisfied, black people are done that deserve. In life, I shall be the same, but in death, I shall be a terror! Oh yeah! To the force of black liberty. If death has power, count on me to be the real Marcus Garvey. If I may come in a cyclone, pestilence, or as done with ugly black people, don't you know I shall never desert you and make your enemies triumph over you? Black people, would I not go to hell 1,000,000 times for you? Would I not cry at the footstool of the Lord omnipotent for you? Would I not walk the earth like the ghost of Macbeth for you, sister? Then why be sad? Cheer up and be assured that if it takes 1,000,000 years, the sins of our enemies shall visit the 1,000,000th generation of those who hinder and oppress us. He said 6:45. If I die in Atlanta, my work then shall only begin. For I shall live in the spiritual to see the days of Africa's glory. Black people, look for me in the whirlwind. Look for me in the storm. Look for me all around you. And when I am dead, wrap me in the mantle of the red, the black, and the green. For with God grace and blessing, I shall rise again. I shall bring with me countless millions who have died in the Caribbean, North America, and Africa to aid us in the fight for freedom, liberty, and life. One God, one aim, one destiny. Brothers and sisters, Marcus Garvey left the black prince for us.
John Marcus.
We don't have to follow everything else. Anything else. Everything that came after that came from Garvey and Garvey's in. So we are saying to you, come home. Come home to Garvey and Garvey's in. Come home to the institution, to the government that Mr. Garvey built. One God, one aim, one destiny. Blessed day, blessed day, blessed day, my brothers and sisters. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
One more time, please support for the President General of the
Yes.
So I'll be here at an event, for Dr. Umar Johnson going to be speaking in a moment. So we give thanks to you for the viewers same way. This is Priest Jermaine, Bubba in Brooklyn. We're here, in Harlem and looking at the footage for, Honorable Dr. Umar Johnson.
Be right back. Doesn't be right
Yes, sir, let me carry the item around and show the item what's going on. You know, we have some lovely vendors out here today, even me myself selling some sea moss. We got tamarind, you know what I mean? So we at the spot, same way too. So we give thanks. Yeah. And I remember my Lord. Everything is blessed, my Lord. And the rest of yes man, perfect love, you know? Yes sir, yes sir.
We can't act like somebody else on the phone. We have to step up. We have to be able to take care of ourselves. We have to deal with economics. We don't deal with economics.
Well, I'm in circle, yeah, I'm coming.
Just get a drink on your neck.
Yeah, let me be right here. I have a YouTube channel live, so I'm live right now, so I'm just,
So this is Empress Ima and Empress Ima's daughter, Nidra, and this is what she's selling here, her food products. So this is Woman Power Blood Tonic. So this has elderberry and effective ingredients to rejuvenate.
yeah, seeds.
Rejuvenate the womb center.
See, that's
We need more babies to come forward.
Man, I tell you.
We need more
We
babies.
do
And
have,
right next to it is the male rejuvenation.
talk to me.
Next
Yes,
to
sir,
each
yes,
other.
sir, yes,
Are
sir.
you mean? And we need breath for life.
Yes, sir.
So we have to take care of our breath.
True.
Yes, she has moringa and cayenne, black seed, spirulina, sisters blend. We have chlorophyll pills, you know, green is life. We have male potency, neem, and ginger and cayenne.
See.
So on this side now is our dispensary. We have vanilla infused, we have hot sauce infused, and we have pure THC.
So you have any like website or anything people could find you on, like
Yes, you can
stuff
find
like
us
that?
at www.nitrasite.com.
All right, sis. So give thanks for the powerful information. Yes, sir. Talk to me.
Forward ever, backwards never.
Yes, so there you had one of the vendors, you know, showcasing their stuff, you know, that we make out here. We as vendors, we come out here, we do our stuff. Me, myself, you know what I mean? I got my little cooler, you know, sea moss, you know, on deck, same way too, you know what I mean? And we also have, you know, we have sorrel. So yes, sir, that's how we're doing it out here. We're checking the vendors. Yeah. Hi, ma'am. How are you today? Yes, sir. I'm just promoting the vendors out here. I have my YouTube channel. I'm Priest Jermaine, Bobo in Brooklyn. And, you know, you could tell the people of the world what you have here, what you're displaying.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
my name is the Secret Way, and I'm currently selling bags that are made in my tailoring shop in the Gambia.
Wow.
I brought all these bags here last week, Wednesday.
Wow.
And they're basically recycling bags. These scraps material printer. This one is all folded in.
Wow,
So
that's...
you want to go shopping. And they're reasonable price. We are building a target for business in Gambia.
Wow,
Some of the funds we need towards the business.
that's very positive. I love that. I really love
Because if we're
that.
gonna build our Africa, it has to be the Africa we want. And
most
we
definitely.
have to make the change.
Exactly. Yes, mommy.
So I have different bags.
Wow. That's good. That's good. That's really good.
These are basically scraps.
Oh, you made those out of scraps?
Scraps from other tailors. Yeah.
Seen.
And we just add them together.
Seen.
We also
Powerful.
recycle. For example, this one is the pants. We cut off the legs
Ah.
and we put it together.
Okay.
So we are doing upcycling and it's brains for bags.
True.
And our store is called Binko's Beer.
Okay.
Binko's Beer is a cream taken to Colombia. We started the first free village before Haiti in Colombia. There's a town called Palenque that's named after him in Colombia. Okay? So
That's good. Real good. A real good information that you give to the audience, and I really appreciate.
I really appreciate your support.
True.
Thank you.
Is there any information that you could give to them where they could find your products online or anything like that?
Okay, so they could follow me on Instagram at DASETA. Life after 60.
All right, ma'am. You have a pleasant afternoon. All right. God bless you. All right. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. One perfect love. Do you have anything to promote?
Yeah, but what happened was I come off an accident.
Okay.
And then by the time the person that tells me I'm still not ready.
See.
So juice.
Okay, what type of juice is there? This is one of the juices? Okay. See.
If you look on Instagram.
Alright.
Call it juice.
Yeah, man. That's why we go out here promoting black businesses, black people doing their own thing. You know what I mean? So I give thanks to you for the energy, my Lord. Yes, sir. All blessings, man. That's the power. Yes, sir.
Grace.
Yes, sir. We have another vendor out here selling jewelry. Hi, ma'am. How are you today? I'm Honorable Priest Jermaine. I'm the host, founder, and curator of Bubble in Brooklyn, a YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
So I'm currently live right now and just interviewing, some of the vendors and showing.
My name is Margaret, and my business is Margaret Fashions. Yes, I'm a retired nutritionist, but I have passion for business. So this is what I do now, to help the needy in Africa.
Yes, mommy. I love that. I love that.
Yes.
Yes, I. So any of these things that you made yourself,
No,
or you
no, I
just?
don't make.
Okay. Yes, sir. You give thanks. Give thanks, mommy. All right.
Okay, yes.
One love.
Give thanks and we should go to
All right, so let's go down here to Dr. Umar, because he's speaking right now. So let's get this, interview in. Yes, sir.
We turn Arabs into billionaires every year. We cannot say we need white handouts and government reparations to fix our problems when we make multi-millionaires out of people who don't look like us and don't care for us. As a psychologist, you cannot tell me that you're going to be undisciplined with the money you have, but soon when you get reparations, you're going to become disciplined overnight. That is an absolute lie. If you weren't disciplined with your stimulus check, if you weren't disciplined with your tax return, if you weren't disciplined with your paycheck, you will not be disciplined with reparations either. When I look at the reparations movement, I have 5 thoughts that I want to share with you today in New York City. And I want you to think about what I talked about today, and I want you to think about it and challenge your own self and the conclusions you have brought as it relates to reparations. Number 1, I want to be clear about something. I do not support slave lineage-based reparations. I support race-based reparations. And the reason I do not support slave lineage-based reparations, if you say that anyone who is a descendant of an enslaved African is qualified to receive reparations, you just qualified over 25 million white people who had an African ancestor on the plantation. So what you fail to realize is there's white people in New York who had a great black grandmother who was raped by a great slave owning white grandfather. And the offspring of that rape were light in complexion. And they were able to pass and live their lives as white people because their skin tone was light. And down through the generations, they just passed off as white people. But now that it's time for reparations, you're going to find white folks who have an African somewhere in their family tree. They're going to
shake every Negro out that tree that you find. And they will be the first ones in line to get your reparations. So it cannot be lineage-based because you have non-Africans who have lineage in slavery. It has to be racially based, brothers and sisters. In addition to that, we have to be careful about pushing a reparations package that allows every single American African to be killed. Reparations is not for you to pay your bills. Reparations is not for you to get your car. Reparations is not a down payment on your new house. Reparations is not to fund you sending your black child to a white private school. Reparations is not for your individual agendas or your individual desires. Reparations is for the rehabilitation, remediation, and reconstruction of the American African people. It is about the people, not the individuals. I do not support any strategy that seeks to give every American African a check, because most of us are too economically undisciplined and we are too unloyal to the African family to use that money for what it needs to be for. What we need to do, brothers and sisters, is we need to organize, get organized. The most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey from right here in New York City said, the greatest weapon used against the Negro is this organization. He said the only way we can save ourselves is we must come together. And the only way we can benefit from coming together is by a solid system of organization. The white man is not more intelligent than a black man, he's more organized. The Chinese are not more intelligent than we are, they are more organized. The Arabs are not more astute in business and economics than we are, they are more organized than we are. Brothers and sisters, you can't just sit around and pray and vote and hope that things will change. You have to make things change. Brothers and sisters, Jesus Christ is not coming to save you. And since most of you pray to a white one anyway, he damn sure ain't coming to save you. He's applying for your reparations check right now. We have to save ourselves, and we can do it. One of the things that the reparations movement is not discussing enough of is the psychological cost of the Ma'afa. We are ignoring the psychological damages, and we are over-relying on unpaid plantation wages. Brothers and sisters, 246 years of unpaid plantation labor does not compare to 400 years of psychological terrorism, 400 years of intellectual disrespect, 400 years of cultural annihilation, 400 years of systemic dehumanization. Focus on the psychological damages more than the plantation wages. But more important than that, New York City, more important than that, is we allow the United States government to compensate us with a dollar that has no mineral value. If we allow the United States government to compensate us with a dollar that has no gold equivalent, a U.S. dollar that has no silver equivalent, a U.S. dollar that has no platinum equivalent, a U.S. dollar that has no oil equivalent, a U.S. dollar that has no gas equivalent, if we accept worthless U.S. currency for the greatest crime in human history, we have just disrespected our ancestors, brothers and sisters. We don't want your dirty money, and we don't want your worthless money. You know what we do want? We want land. You know what we do want? We want resources. You know what we do want? We want assets. You know what we do want? We want institutions. Brothers and sisters, please don't be short-sighted with reparations. Reparations is not only for you, it's for the ancestors. It's not only for you, it's for the unborn. It's not only for you, it's for every African who ever suffered the hell in the gallows. For every African who ever suffered the hell in the 13 colonies. It's for every African who ever suffered the hell of European domination. If I had it my way, there would only be one reparations. If I had it my way, the Caribbean reparations would be tied to the South American reparations. And the South American reparations would be tied to the North American reparations. The North American reparations would be tied to the European African reparations. And the European African reparations would be tied to African reparations, Australian reparations, and South Pacific reparations. But I understand most of our people operate on a system of tribalism. I understand most black people cannot bring themselves to understand that fighting for the group will be infinitely more beneficial than fighting for ourselves.
We are one.
We are one people. As Pan-Africans, we believe all African people are but one family. Whether you in Nigeria speaking Igbo, whether you in South Africa speaking Zulu, whether in New York City speaking Ebonics, whether you in Haiti speaking Patois, no matter where you are, one family. Our blood is more important than our religion. Our blood is more important than our language. Our blood is more important than our nationalities. Our blood is more important than our ethnicities. Marcus Garvey said, put the race first. We still don't put the race first. We put the clique first. And if we don't learn to stand together as a family, we will perish separately as fools. Brothers and sisters, we got to get serious about reparations. We're not thinking this thing through fully enough and comprehensively enough. We want control of all black music, from Biggie Smalls to Tupac. We want control of all black music, from Sam Cooke to Whitney Houston. We want control of all black music. Why? Because black music is one of America's top export industries. This country makes more money off of selling your talent than almost anything else it sells to the world. We want music. We want our inventions back. Everything we invented, we want it back. We want the cell phone and the internet. We want the helicopter and the refrigerator truck. We want the gas mask and the stoplight. And if somebody was to use an invention that came out of an African mind, you will pay us to use that invention. We have to give you a license to use that invention. Brothers and sisters, I want to move on to education because school is coming back up in a few weeks. And I want all you black mothers and black fathers to hear me. Professionally, I'm a school psychologist. My doctorate is clinical psychology. I evaluate mental illness and I evaluate learning disabilities. And my black parents in New York, I need you to stop and slow down. Stop putting our kids in special education. Stop getting our children evaluated for learning disabilities. Stop getting them tested for ADHD, which doesn't even exist. Nothing is wrong with black boys. Black boys can learn as well as white boys. The problem is black boys have to learn while they're being insulted daily by racist white teachers in the boroughs of New York City and across the state of New York. It is the psychological terrorism. It is the psychological terrorism. It is the psychological terrorism in New York's classrooms that are responsible for the low test scores, the high dropout rates, the high ADHD diagnosis. It is the white racism in the classrooms that's responsible for the Ritalin prescriptions, and the Adderall prescriptions, and the Concerta prescriptions, and the Cyclic prescriptions, and the Depakote prescriptions. Stop putting your child on drugs. Stop putting him in special education. Special education is the highway to mass incarceration. Special education is the highway to mass incarceration. I wish your Mayor Eric Adams was here right now. Because I got a question for Mayor Eric Adams. And it's the same question I have for Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson. How in the hell did you find money to bring tens of thousands of anti-African migrants to New York City and pay for them to sleep in the hotel, pay for them to be fed, pay for them to get health care, pay for them to get money? How are you able to do that when New York City is one of the highest black homelessness rates? How are you able to do that when New York City has one of the highest black unemployment rates? You mean to tell me, Eric Adams, that as a black man, you will take the tax money from black New Yorkers and give it to immigrants who don't even like black people? And then you will even ask black people to open up their homes to immigrants? And you will pay them $125 a night for letting a non-English speaking, non-African liking immigrant stay in the house? But why can't we bring homeless black people in our house for $125? Why can't we bring homeless black children in our house for $125? Why can't we bring homeless black mothers in our house for $125 a night? New York City, I hope you're paying attention. And I hope your brothers and sisters in Chicago are paying attention. You are being ethnically cleansed right before your eyes. You are being replaced with brown people right before your eyes. And why are they trying to ethnically cleanse black people out of New York City? Why are they trying to ethnically cleanse black people out of Chicago? Because you are the two largest black cities in the United States. You are the two most conscious black cities in the United States. You are the two most economically empowered black cities in the United States. And guess what? The Democratic Party is tired of depending on black votes in order to get elected. So that's why Joe Biden said, right before he got sworn into office, he wants to fast track 6 million illegal immigrants to U.S. citizenship. Do you want to know why? Black men don't vote, and we ain't going to vote because we ain't got a damn thing to vote for. So Joe Biden says, since black men don't want to vote for white people who are not going to do anything for them, we're going to bring in millions of immigrants, and we're going to make them into U.S. citizens, and we're going to give them the right to vote so they can replace black men at the bottom. There's black women who have decided they had enough of getting their vote exploited by the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. So Joe Biden and the Democrats have decided we're just going to bring illegal immigrants in. We're going to gentrify New York, push the black people out, so we don't have to beg black people to get a vote that they know is not going to serve them. We can instead depend on these immigrants to vote for us. Brothers and sisters, y'all got to hold Eric Adams accountable. Y'all might got to occupy City Hall. Y'all might have to stop the trains from running. You might have to stop the buses from running. You're going to have to get the attention of your local government, because if you don't stop Eric Adams, and if you don't stop Joe Biden, and if you don't stop the New York City racist white power structure, in 20 years, there may not be none of you left. And then on top of cleaning black people out of New York, on top of switching black people out of New York for immigrants, in addition to getting rid of us while they finance and empower brown people who don't like black people, we have a transgender agenda for black children. We have a transgender agenda for black children. We have a transgender agenda for black children. I told you 10 years ago. I told you 13 years ago when I first came to New York City. The LGBT movement is not about gay sex. It's not about the right to choose. It's not about a romantic revolution. The LGBT movement only had one goal, and that was to brainwash and indoctrinate black children to change their sexual identity so they will no longer be able to reproduce and bring forth black children. New York, understand something. When a child gets a sexual surgery, that was a sexual castration. When a girl removes her fallopian tube and decides to get an artificial penis, when she decides to go back to being a woman, she'll never be able to get pregnant. When a boy decides to take hormone pills and go through psychosurgery and get his testicles removed and replace it with a fake vagina, when he decides he's ready to be a man again, he will not be able to impregnate a woman. Isn't it ironic that 150 years ago, white people used to hang black men from trees? In fact, they still do some places. And when they would hang us, they always castrated us. They removed our penises from our body. Isn't it ironic that now they have brainwashed the children, that you have black children running to the doctor, running to the surgeon, running to the hospital to get their penis voluntarily removed, get their vagina voluntarily removed, get their breast voluntarily removed. New York City, you have to watch what your children digest. Please watch their books, watch their social media. My phone rings off the hook. My email is jam-packed with stories from black parents and mothers and fathers across America. Dr.Umar, my son came home from school today. He said he thinks he wants to be a girl. Dr.Umar, my daughter came home from school today. She decided she wants to be a boy. Brothers and sisters, this is not about sex. This is about global depopulation. The same reason they brought COVID off of New York City. COVID was about global depopulation, transgender, global depopulation, mass incarceration, global depopulation, and the migrant crisis in New York City is global depopulation. The way the white power structure sits here. Once we get rid of black people, we can send the brown people back home. American Africans, I need you to understand something. American Africans, I need you to understand something. American Africans, I need you to understand something. You are the only the only non-white people in America who cannot be deported. If our African immigrant brothers and sisters get out of hand, they can send them back to Africa. If Cuban brothers and sisters get out of hand, they can send them back to Cuba. If African Latinos get out of hand, they can be sent back to the Dominican Republic, to Puerto Rico. If Chinese and Koreans get out of hand, they can be sent back to Asia. But if you get out of hand, there's nowhere to send you, because slavery destroyed your psychological, spiritual connection to your ancestral homeland. So in order to get rid of black people, you have to commit genocide. You have to kill them all. And that's what they're trying to do. Kill us all. Stay away from the COVID vaccination. Stay away from all the vaccines. Cicely Tyson, Queen Mother Cicely Tyson, one of the Queen Mothers of the Black Female Actress Society, took the COVID vaccination. She's dead. Hank Aaron, one of the great black baseball players, took COVID. He's dead. Colin Powell took the COVID shot. Colin Powell is dead. DMX took the COVID shot. DMX is dead. Grandmaster teacher, fellow Garveyite, Dr. Rashidi took the COVID vaccination. He died in Kemet, leading the door to the motherland. COVID is death. They think they'll kill you with the disease, but they'll kill you with the vaccination. Stay away from both of them. New York City, as I close up, because time is upon us, it's 7 on the dot. Let me say this. I just came from St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands last night. I just came from Barbados last weekend. I just came from Jamaica 2 weekends ago. I just came from Guadeloupe a few weeks ago. I just came from Ethiopia and South Africa for African Liberation Day. And I want you to know that your brothers and sisters in the Caribbean and your brothers and sisters in Africa are ready for you to come on home. Listen, you have a home right here. Don't let the white man brainwash you into thinking African people don't love you. Yes, we got some African queens in America, but we got some American African queens in America. Don't throw away the whole race for the behavior of a few. We are needed in the Caribbean. They want us to come down here and help them grow, because all their food is coming from Arab, Chinese, and European Jews. For those of you who can plant, I need to take you to Barbados. I need to take you to Guadeloupe. I need to take you to the U.S. Virgin Islands. Our people need our help. I need to take you to Ethiopia, where they expected us to come back and help them build industry and farms and agriculture and schools. Africa needs us. Now some of you say, as I close, Dr. Umar, why do we care about Africa? We got enough problems in America. I'll tell you why. In the words of the most honorable Marcus Garvey, who said, quote, "A strong man is strong everywhere, and a weak man is weak everywhere." I've been all over the world, brothers and sisters, and wherever I go, the European Jew gets respect. Wherever I go, the Asian gets respect. The Chinese get respect. Wherever I go, the East Indians get respect. And wherever I go, even in Africa or the Caribbean, black people are disrespected. Jews are respected because they got a strong Israel. Indians are respected because they got a strong East India. Chinese are respected because they got a strong China. Anglo-Saxons are respected, they got a strong British government. American Europeans are respected because they have a strong United States of America. And African people are disrespected all over the world because we refuse to make Africa what Africa needs to be. Until Africa is free, you will always be a slave. Pick out your phone. I want to give you my phone number so you can reach me. Parents, if you need to reach me for your children, shoot me a text message or schedule time to converse. Brothers and sisters who want to come to the grand opening at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, Quanzuri, send me info. If you want to work at the school, we need math teachers, we need science teachers, we need language teachers, we need social studies teachers, we need nurses, we need counselors, we need secretaries, we need security guards, we need bus drivers, we need farmers, brothers and sisters, we need aquaponics experts. If you want to work at the school, send me your resume. FDMGresumes@gmail.com. That's FDMGRESUMES. FDMGresumes@gmail.com. Send me your resume. Don't worry about being certified. Private school certification is completely different than public school certification. Most of you will qualify for private school certification if you pass my test. Brothers and sisters, what I'm asking you, New York, do you have a skill? Do you have a talent? Do you have a specialty? black boy can learn that would help his life be a little bit easier than yours. Maybe you know how to build websites. Maybe you know how to teach African martial arts. Maybe you know gun training. Maybe you know hiking. Maybe you know survival skills. Maybe you can do natural hair. Maybe you can teach them how to sew clothing. Queen mothers, you are wanted. My fathers and elder fathers, you are wanted. My teenagers, my 20-year-olds, my 30-year-olds, my 40, 50, 60, all we on up. If you got a skill to teach our children, we welcome you at FDMG. Maybe you can't work every day. Maybe you come in on the weekend and teach your skill. Maybe you come once a month to teach your skill. And to my mothers out there, I am not going to turn my back on our little African princesses. Within 3 years of opening the doors of the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy for Boys, we will be opening the A.D. Garvey and Douglass Princess Academy, brothers and sisters. The girls will have a place at our school. But I need you to know something. We are 100% happy to be happy institution. You cannot work at my school, and your child cannot come to my school. You cannot volunteer at our school if you got weed, if you got perm, if you got straight hair, if you got European hair color. You cannot. And black man, if you got a white bunny, you can't come. If you got a brown bunny, you can't come. If you got a yellow bunny, you can't come. And if you got a red bunny, you cannot come. Your wife better be of direct African ancestry, and she better claim it. If she's a Puerto Rican African, so be it. If she's a Dominican African, so be it. If she's a Cubano African, so be it. But she better identify with her race, because if she don't, she does not count. We can't be African on the weekend. We can't be African only in the summer. We got to sleep African. We got to wake African. We got to walk African. We got to talk African. Brothers and sisters, I come with you today before you with the spirit of all the ancestors who told me to tell you, don't worry about what the white man is doing. Don't worry about what the brown man is doing. Don't worry about what the yellow man is doing. Don't worry about what the red man is doing. Get busy and get focused on what the black man is going to do, what the black woman is going to do, what black people are going to do. We will build our own schools. We will build our own hospitals. We will build our own jobs. We will build our own banks. We will build our own supermarkets, brothers and sisters. FDMG will be a school by day, but FDMG will be a black community organizing headquarters by night. Once the school opens, we will be hosting a conscious singles convention. If you are a single conscious African man or woman who is a heterosexual and you can't find a mate, a suitable mate, we will be having a single conscious Africans convention at the school. We will be having a single black women's conference, single black men conference, ex-offenders conference, farmers conference, entrepreneurial conference, Black Wall Street conference, comic book conference, communication conference. Everything that we need, we will do at the school that you built with your own hands from nothing. So I close with a quote. I close now with a quote from my ancestor Frederick, who also came to New York. New York was where Frederick Douglass landed after escaping from slavery in Baltimore. Frederick Douglass and I are related by blood. My 4 times great-grandfather Stephen Henry Bailey and Frederick were first cousins. My family came to America in 1701. Black men stolen from the Igbo nation of Nigeria. He married a black woman named Selah, for whom my 12-year-old daughter is named. In 1745, they had Grandma Jenny. In 1774, they had Grandma Betsy. Grandma Betsy was born on the plantation, but she married a free black man, Grandpa Isaac. Between them, 12 children were born. One daughter was named Harriet, another daughter was named Young Betsy, my 5 times great-grandmother. These 2 black women were raped by the slave master who owned our family on the Benton, Maryland plantation. So in February of 1818, Aunt Harriet gave birth to the greatest black leader in American history, the Honorable Frederick Douglass. But Frederick was born Frederick Bailey. He was not Douglass. He changed his name when he got to New York from Bailey to Douglass to hide his identity on the fugitive slave trade. My grandfather Stephen was born the very next year, 1819, into slavery. He married another black woman who was also enslaved, Grandma Caroline. They had my Grandpa George. Grandpa George and Grandpa Stephen even fought in the United States Colored Troops of Maryland. My grandpa George was at Appomattox Courthouse on April the 4th when General Robert E. Lee surrendered to Ulysses S. Grant, ending the Civil War. My grandfather was there. My grandfather was in Galveston, Texas on June 19th when General Gordon Granger read Special Order Number 3, emancipating all Texas Africans previously held in bondage, which became the Juneteenth holiday. My grandfather was there. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying I'm sick and tired of you telling our children that Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. Abraham Lincoln didn't free no damn slaves. The slaves freed Abraham Lincoln. So after the Civil War, Grandpa George marries Grandma Manny. They have Grandma Caroline. She moved to Philadelphia. She has Grandma Vivian. She marries a Spanish-speaking Cuban immigrant, my great-grandfather Cicero, who I met just before he died. They had my grandma Ida, who passed away 5 years ago. She met and married James Johnson. They had Jamal Johnson. He met and married Barbara. And on August the 21st, in the ghettos of North Philadelphia, the anniversary of the Nat Turner War, the anniversary of the Haitian Revolution, the anniversary of the George Jackson War, the anniversary of Emmett Till's arrival in Money, Mississippi. I was born in North Philadelphia. Frederick Douglass said, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. Those who profess to favor freedom but deprecate agitation are like men who want crops without plowing up the ground. They want rain but can't stand the thunder or the lightning. They want ocean but they're scared of the awful roar of the water. Frederick said, a man may not get all you pay for, New York, but you will pay for everything that you get. And if we as a people are ever to become free of the injustices inflicted upon us, we must pay for their removal. We may pay with words, we may pay with blows, we may pay with blood. But he who wants to be free must himself strike the first blow. Frederick Douglass said, I prayed on my knees to God for freedom for 20 years. But the good Lord gave Frederick Douglass no freedom until I got up off my knees and prayed with my feet. He said, if you want respect from white people, why do you look for pity? The man who respects you will never pity you, and the man who pities you will never respect you. New York City, take my number, 215-989-9858. I'll repeat it twice and close with a quote from Mr. Garvey. 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. Grand opening, FDMG, Kwanzaa, December 26th, January 1st. I need New York City in the building because without New York, there would be no Dr.Umar Ifatune. Marcus Garvey said, without confidence in yourself, you are twice defeated in the race of life. Garvey said, with confidence you have won even before you have started. Marcus Garvey said, if the black men and women are not careful, you will drink in all the poison of Western civilization and die from the effects of it. Marcus Garvey was once asked, are you African or are you Jamaican? Are you African or are you Jamaican? Are you African or are you Jamaican? And the leader of the largest black organization in history, the greatest black leader of the 20th century, the only black man to build a mass movement without the use or exploitation of religion. He looked up and said, you asked me, am I African or am I Jamaican? And I answer you by saying I would never, ever give up a continent for an island. I am an African, yesterday, today, for all time. New York City, one love, family.
Besides, powerful speech there by Dr.Umar Johnson, you know, so we give thanks. Since I don't ever preach the main, but we're in Brooklyn here. Yeah, man, I give thanks him for those words. Definitely need black consciousness, black awakening, you know, everything to just be up and up, you know, for black people. So we give thanks. We manualize, so that's one perfect love. Watch your back.
I don't need a anybody, you can learn it. Now, what are you looking for? I've been doing
Okay, yeah. Second floor.
Water,